Hello, Stamper. Welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today, it's not a new technique that I share with you. I share mini cards with the baby wipe technique, but this time it's a little bit tricky because I'm using a big stamp set, a big background stamp set. It's about the size of my hand. So another one that would be great with this technique is the spiral die, but I am using the ray of light, and voila. I was talking with Ollie and she's doing a presentation with her people there, and they wanted to learn the baby wipe, and we were talking about the big background stamp, and she had difficulty, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think I got something in mind, and boom, it worked. So let me share with you how it worked. So I did these cards yesterday, and it was late, and I was not to do a video. So what I done, and I kept it because then you're gonna see you can do the same thing. Let me first put, I like to put a stamp case under my stamp apparatus so it stay flat. So I had a Ziploc bag that I just slide my baby wipe with my wax paper. This is just a regular wax paper. Let me pull, ouch. So just plain regular wax paper, kitchen wax paper. I put a piece of wax paper, and then I did two layers of baby wipe. Now, and this folded a bit there, that's okay, a little on my finger won't hurt. The BB wipe, if I usually I like to fold my BB wipe in two. Well, if I fold this in two, it was not big enough for my stamp. So what I done, I put two baby wipe, and I just cut it because it was too wide for my thing. That's it. So you need two layers of baby wipe. Now, another video that I shared the baby wipe, my baby wipe were dry. Okay, I don't use baby wipe often. I don't have no more little one. They were dry. So what I done, I just use a spritz like this with water and spritz my baby wipe. Somebody said, can I use a moist baby wipe? Yes, you want a moist baby wipe, but if it get dry, your baby wipe, you don't have to buy a new one. You can use what you get. So first thing you're going to do, and I'm going to use this again. I don't feel to use a new one. I don't have to. So the wax paper, I just fold it in two here, put my, on top, my baby wipe on top, and I'm going to add a little bit more ink. I just did another one this morning. Well, let's do one, and then we're going to add ink so then you can see. So I just put that on top. You're going to put your stamp set, and this is very forgiving, you know, even if it's not straight all the way. Now we're going to lift this up. And what I like to do, I guess, but you can do just a light one so you know where to put your paper. Now let me go back here, and let me show you too. You can always, if it dry a little bit, you can moist that. Okay, so that's going to give you even more life to it. Now let me put that here. So how long it's going to last your baby wipe if you just do a few cards? I would say just a few days. You know, it won't be months or weeks. But if you start a project and you don't have time to finish it, you can save it like I did in the Ziploc bag. Now I'm put that there. I'm not using my magnet because you see the stamp, it's bigger than my paper. Now my paper, I started with a quarter sheet. So, and then I will trim it for the card. Now let's pull this up. Okay, here I need more pressure. Et voila. That's going to be good because I need to trim it. So I'm going to trim there. See how lovely it is? Now let's go with more. So the reason why I'm using the Stamperette is when it's a big background stamp, I always say leave it like flat on your blog, and then you would bring your paper and rub your hand. Well, that dandy and fine if you use one in color, but that would be tough to take the baby wipe, bring it there to add your ink. You would have a fiasco, I think. So the color that I use, it's Tahitian Thai and Daffodil Delight. So it's going to spread out. You want to make sure you cover pretty much your baby wipe though, and it will spread out. You know, when the ink go in, it will spread out. In the camera, it looked very dark, but it's not that dark. Trust me. So I just got you just add your re-anchor. It looked like it's using a lot, but it's not using a lot. It's, you know, a few drops here and there. This one used a lot more because, yes, the background stamp, it's a big one. You want to cover all about the area that the stamp going to touch. Number one reason, it's because you want the ink to be all over the stamp. Now you would have your ink. Now I'm going to tap this. Now we're going to lift this up. Voila. And then I'm going to come and bring my paper and let, you know what? I'm going to bring my paper more this way. That make more sense. Here we go. Now let's step. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I hit the camera. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. See, I had some water a bit and then the re-anchor. Oh my goodness, is it pretty? Et voila. How gorgeous that is. Is that lovely? Okay, let's do one more. So now you're going to see, you know, see, and I use the same one. I just add more re-anchor. So if you don't have enough color, you can add more. And as you go, it's going to get lighter. Absolutely. So again, you take your paper, you just slide it here. The reason why you want wax paper, or maybe if you don't have wax paper, you want maybe a plastic under, you want something so the ink gonna stay at the surface of the paper towel, because if you put something that absorb, like if you put a piece of cardstock or if you put a paper, when you press your stamp, it's just going to push that in your paper if it's something that absorb. Well, a wax paper won't absorb or a plastic won't absorb. So now you go ahead and ink it again. I mean, not well, put the ink on your stamp, right? So, how many card can you do? You can do quite a bit, my friend, and I mean quite a bit. You would be surprised how many cards you would do with one sitting of baby wipe. It's a lot more than you expect. And before you toss it away, remember you can use the spritz bottle with water, and that's going to just get the ink back moist. How often can you do that? Well, you're going to see when you stamp, if it starts to get kind of dry, well, then you want to spritz a little bit. That it's all depends, you know, on how much. Et voila. I absolutely love this. Here, see, it was a little bit more wet, but it's just give character. So that is it, my friend. I will finish those cards and I'm going to make a few more because I absolutely love this. At the bottom of this one, let me share this. Let me remove this. That is the, oops, Forever Fern that I use. And what I done, let me grab a scrappy paper here. Whoops, I'm back. Okay, I tried different color and I really did like the soft succulent at the bottom there. So I just used my Forever Fern and I used two of those stamps there. I'm going to trim the bottom. Remember that the bottom going to get trimmed, but just show you, I just went and then the other one here. Add a little bit at the bottom, just to give some character. I love to add that little bit of character there. Et voila. I think I can even have more here. That is it, my friend, to add a little bit of character to the card. You don't want to cover the whole thing because you still want to see that sunburst. And then I use the 1.5 and 1 3/4 circle for my grading. This is moment, a peaceful moment. Is it? No, not yeah, peaceful moments for the birthday. And then to a friend that make me smile. That is from the Forever Fern. That is it. I will have all supplies, all measurement that supplies, measurement, and the color and so on that I use right below in the direct link. Also, you get the direct link to shop 24/7 if you're in the US on my account. Thank you. Not my account, but on my store. Thank you so much and have a great day, my friend. Bye bye for now.